Now, welcome to the Green Room.
Welcome, everyone, to In the Green Room. I'm Kinga.
And I'm Chet. It's a great day in the studio today.
And we have Summer.
Hi.
Summer's co-hosting with us. Lucky
yes,
day.
I am. How are you guys doing today?
It's been a day.
It has been a day.
Life is good, in my opinion.
Good,
We
been
are
busy.
back in the studio. So
And welcome, Lisa
I'm happy.
Saval. She's been on many times.
Hi there. How are you?
And tonight, our first time on the show, Mark Saval.
welcome in the green room.
That's me. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So can you tell us, we are so excited to have you guys on because you guys help kids and teens with your charity that is called Solid Rock. Alice Cooper
Solid Rock,
yes.
the Rock Teen Center.
Well, and Summer learned a little bit of like what you know there, right? Or no?
I mean, pretty much. They kind of helped develop and,
Or
polish.
Summer
Didn't you
Summer
enjoy
already
Teen
knew what
Center
she was
a little
doing. She rocked it. She came
Oh,
in.
yeah,
She
yeah.
won
I
our
came in-
competition, and then she started teaching, actually.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Well,
I knew
no,
she was
it
involved
wasn't
with
that
the teens.
straightforward.
I knew you were involved with the
It was
teen
that
center at
straightforward.
some
It was
point.
not that
She
straightforward.
rocked it, came in.
Hey, I didn't
and
make
then
it
she
past
taught.
the first round the first time, so.
I was at the Proof is in the Pudding that she won at, and that was a killer performance. So, Mark, tell us a little bit about what your involvement is like at the Alice Cooper's Teen Center.
Yeah, so I am the center director at Alice Cooper Solid Rock, the Rock Teen Center in Phoenix, which we are actually building our second location in Mesa. Should be hopefully in the summer and the fall sometime. But basically, we have 4 major programs at the Teen Center. We do music, we do art, dance, film, photography, all those different things. The arts is what we like to do. So for ages 12 through 20, Monday through Friday, 2 to 7 p.m. are our hours right now. So we just want to make an impact in the community for that purpose.
So Mark, are you
awesome.
a musician?
I don't like to say I'm a musician. I just hit stuff. I just...
Oh, so what does that
The
mean?
drummer.
You're a drummer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
basically,
a-
When did you start drumming?
Like high school. I was always playing sports growing up, and then it was like junior, senior year, I started playing drums, and my dad actually bought me a drum set.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, have you ever been in a band?
Yeah, a couple.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us what bands were you
I
in?
know this answer.
You do?
I know one of them.
Take it away, Summer.
Well, I know you were in co-op for a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah,
A little bit. It was almost 8,
I've seen videos.
9 years.
I've seen videos.
Impressive. Wow.
Yeah, thanks, Summer.
They're up there. I found them. I've searched the
So
web.
how do we find co-op? And
I'm not in the
He's
band
not
anymore.
in it anymore.
So we can still find it?
No, can't find it. No, I'm just
At
kidding.
all?
It's
You can look up
disappeared from the
co-op.
face of the
Definitely
earth.
still
Look up
exists.
co-op. My best friend Dash Cooper is still the lead singer of that. So
So that's Alice Cooper's son, for people that don't know.
Yes.
Dash Cooper is
Uh-huh.
Alice Cooper's son, and Cheryl Cooper's son.
So
Yes.
have you ever played and backed up for Alice?
yeah, a few times.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really
What
exciting.
was
Wow.
like one of the a memorable one?
Memorable one. There's been a few. We did Bike Week 2017. That was pretty fun. We got to headline Bike Week.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was cool. We did an hour and a half set with Alice. That was probably the most memorable. So the most music too, 2.5 hours in front of.
Oh, nice.
Would your arms get tired? Like,
A little, because the energy goes up. The more people there's about 10,000. So like I have to go on. So we did our own set for an hour opened, and then about hour and a half with Alice.
that's so cool. Wow.
So what age did you start taking drum lessons, and did your mom, Lisa, teach you?
No, did not.
No, I did not
No.
teach him how to play drums.
No, I took a few lessons from my buddy Dave, again, when I was about a junior in high school. That was when I first got my drum kit. I started late. I tell all my drum students now, like, if you keep playing for a couple of years, you're going to be like 10 times better than I am. So just stick with it.
So are you still
I just hit stuff.
performing then?
Yeah, I play here and there. We've got our golf tournament, our first fundraiser in over a year. So we're excited to have that going. And I get to
What do
perform
we
at
call
it.
it? What do we call it,
It's
Mark
Coop
Saval?
Stock. Coop Stock.
Coop stock.
Yeah, and actually, someone sitting next to me, not Chet.
Chet's taking the
Summer
show.
is actually going to be performing
Who
with
sounds a
me
lot
at
better,
that.
yeah. So
Yes.
it's a good thing. It's not
Yeah,
me.
so she's going to be singing. I'm going to be hitting stuff
songbird.
behind her, And we'll be performing 24th and 25th of April is the golf tournament that's coming up.
And so are lots of the teens playing, or, you know?
We've got some. We've got a group of singers that were just practicing. I just came from the Rock, so I got to see them practicing, rehearsing their stuff. We've got instructors and volunteers and staff members in the band that Summer and I are in.
Yes.
We actually have 3 winners of the Proof is in the Pudding contest, our Battle of the Bands that we do once a year, except last year because nothing happened last year in the world.
Was last year even
Which
a
is
year?
ridiculous. Is
Was it? I don't
it
know.
going to happen this year? Because I'm telling people
It
it's
is
going to
happening
happen.
this year. It's
When does it
happening this
start?
year. Usually around September in the fall. I don't have the exact date, but in September, if you are in a band or you are a soloist and you're between the ages of 12 and 25, that's the age list for the Proof is in the Pudding contest. Check it out. Go to alicecoopersolidrock.com and you can find your way there.
I'm in a new band.
So
Can I win again?
what kind of music can it be? Is it? I know you do solo. I know you do rock. Like, tell us all the genres that can be involved in
It
this.
does not matter. I actually have a story. So if you think of us, you think of Alice Cooper and rock and roll. Unless you're a teen and you have no idea who Alice Cooper is, you just say, who's she?
Google it, okay? Google it.
But no, genres don't matter. We had a band that they were like, I'm trying to get my friends to come out. They wouldn't come out. They're like, we're just not rock and roll. Anyways, a couple years later, they actually did it. They ended up winning, and they were a mariachi band. And they ended up winning Alice Cooper's Solid Rock. Our Proof is in the Pudding, and they opened for Alice Cooper and Johnny Depp and whoever else
amazing.
was there. So, and it was
I
a
lost.
mariachi band. So it does not matter the genre. We have our criteria of what we judge on, and it's what's on stage, talent, all that stuff.
I lost
So
to
just-
them.
So can it be
Rewind-
EDM? Can it be like electrical
It can
music?
be anything. Is it music? Does it make noise? Actually, whatever you
Wait,
consider
so-
music, it could not be. You could do that too.
We passed along Coop Stock and didn't really go into detail about what that is and how awesome the lineup is in full. So could we talk a little bit more about Coop Stock?
Yes. Again, our golf tournament that we do yearly, except last year. We're calling it Coop Stock, kind of like a Woodstock theme. We normally have a big tent, about 600 people, but no tent because of COVID, so we're just out in the open. So it's like Woodstock. So we're doing
So
that.
we have a blanket
Are
and
there
we get
tickets?
food and alcohol, and then we just sit
you
and
can
drink
buy
and
tickets. So there's going to be who do we have? A few different people. Alice Cooper is going to be there.
Oh, all right. All right.
Did you guys know that?
Pretty notable.
Yeah.
And then Lou Graham, singer of Foreigner. My note says Lou Green, though.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Lou Graham
Typo.
of Foreigner and his hits. Asia.
wait, sing a song that he sang.
You're on the
don't
spot.
put me
No,
on
I'm
the
kidding.
spot.
I've been
don't-
waiting.
don't do
And
that.
Summer.
Wait. Is it? I've been waiting for a girl
Summer's
like
face was
you.
like,
It's something
No.
like that. You can blame my parents for not listening to a
song.
lot of
Is
Foreigner
that
when I
Foreigner?
grew up.
Or Hot Blooded is either Foreigner or Asian.
Yeah, it is. It is. That was accurate.
Wait. What
Well,
about
it'll be there if it's
It's
either one
either
of them.
Asia or Foreigner. I'm not sure. Well,
Okay,
they're
and then
kind of
who
one
else?
thing now.
Yeah, so Asia, Lou Graham from Foreigner. We've got Tommy Thayer from Kiss. He's got the best
Wow.
chin in the business. He is going to be there.
Is he the guitarist?
Yes, he replaced.
See, Paul, I told you.
He replaced Ace Frehley was the original, but now it's Tommy.
So,
Tommy's
on that
I
note-
think he's the Star Child. I'm old school. Is he the replacement Star Child? I don't know which one.
Wait,
So
are
on that
there
note-
tickets left?
We've
Ace.
got RV
Yeah,
and Go.
So he replaced the Starface and Ace Frehley.
So RV and
Tommy
Go
Thayer.
is our sponsor tonight, and he's on the show next week as well. And RV and Go is our premier sponsor, and he wants to discuss who this Kiss guy is, but we'll get to that in a minute. But we want to cut to a song from Summer and
Yeah.
show all that Alice Cooper Center has done to make this woman a star. I'm not going to call you a girl, but I think you're a lady. This gorgeous lady.
A rock star.
A rock star.
I would say
I
rock
mean-
star.
I'm still pretty young though.
This one.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That could have been bad.
Could have been very bad.
It wasn't.
All right. So basically, I have a new band that I've put together, and we've been working really hard on putting together original music and focusing on, just, who we are as musicians instead of just, cover songs. And we're trying to make some new stuff. So this is a song called Daisies. This is the first song that we've recorded. we're working on getting some
So, but
recordings
before
out
you get
soon.
started, I don't want to interrupt and say this, but my mic and my ears barely hear this. So can we hear what
Yeah.
she's saying?
Yeah.
Because I want it to turn out perfectly. Like,
Okay.
I can barely hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to get lipstick all over this poor microphone.
So do we need to turn these up?
I think we're good. I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm singing.
Okay.
It's all good. This song's called
I can barely
Daisies.
hear in my ears.
Ooh, let me take those off.
Here we go. Here we go.
The summer tastes like boiling lemonade, strange without familiar taste. While my heart's out and dried all day, and I'm born again, and I'm born again. Could it be? It really could have been something from another's dreams. How did I end up inside those seams? And I'm born again, I'll be born again. Daisies light up the room. In the sun, I'm alive, but I'm frozen inside. I'll meet you up on the roof, and I don't think I'll be back here soon. I hope I'm not missing this one hell of a fight. I could be the one they lie, but acting as a sacrifice. Am I born again? I'll be born again. Daisies fill up the room. In the sun, I'm alive, but I'm frozen inside. I'll meet you up on the roof, and I don't think I'll be back. So I'm just gonna sit inside, and I don't wanna be a bother, but could you hold me when it's dark? Strangers with unknown intentions, like some kind of question I'd hate to know. Could you hold me in your arms? Would you hold me in your arms? Daisies fill up the room. In the sun, I'm alive, but I'm frozen inside. I'll meet you up on the roof, and I don't think I'll be back. Daisies fill up the room. In the sun, I'm alive, but I'm frozen inside. I'll meet you up on the roof, and I don't think I'll be back here soon. Thank you. That was Daisies. Thank you very much.
I cannot wait to hear that with the full band too. I mean,
It sounds really groovy with
the
from what we
acoustic
have so
version
far.
already sounds amazing.
And
Don't get me
I just
wrong,
want to
but-
say that I get to be in her band in a few weeks. again, I'm hitting stuff behind her. One
excited
So
to
are you
see
officially the
one
drummer for her
show.
band?
No. Just one show coming up.
Just one
Golf
show.
tournament. Coop stock.
Yes.
Coop stock. Okay, so let's go through what's left. So they do have,
Yes.
what is it? Celebrity seating, or not celebrity? What's the top one?
VIP.
VIP seating, but that's all sold out. So sorry, you can't do that. But they do have groovy seats left, which are
Yes.
$200 a chair. You actually get a long chair that has a cup holder, and you
Yeah.
get a bottles of water, and you get valet parking. It's awesome, and you get VIP, toilets and stuff like that.
Don't tell him everything.
Oh, okay. So then
There's got to be some surprise.
Oh, that's true.
I was
So-
hoping to surprise him with the toilets.
Yeah.
That would've been
Okay. But the festival seating is $89, and it's bring your own chair or blanket or whatever. And they're going to have food trucks there and all kinds of fun stuff. So there's going to be music going on when you get there. It starts at 6, but they said it's going to be Woodstock style. So they're going to be doing that, and you're going to ask.
So you're supposed to take a bunch of shrooms first. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, she did say bring cash because there's spotty, Wi-Fi out there or something
But the
like
most
that.
important thing is that it's live music, and there hasn't
Yes.
been live music in
Yes.
over
A year.
I don't know how long. So
I-
you should
yeah,
come
I'm
if you
kidding.
like live music and
Some
you
rock and roll.
Yes, rock and roll. A few people.
And then all proceeds benefit the teen centers. So we have the original, which is on 32nd and Thunderbird, and then we have one opening in Mesa. So all proceeds go to there. Lucinda's golf course donates their golf course and all that. So almost all the proceeds get to go towards Solid Rock. So that is awesome.
And so we want to tell people how Solid Rock got started. I know that you were a big part of that. Can you tell us?
Oh, yeah. So Cheryl and I met when Calico, our kids are the same age, okay? So Mark and Dash are friends.
Cheryl and Alice Cooper, and you and your husband.
Yes. So Cheryl and I are standing next to each other, and it's kindergarten, and we both have on a Laura Ashley dress. And our kids are there, and they can't go to first grade because something's wrong with them. So they have to go to developmental first grade.
This is not me. This is my older brother.
Yeah, this is his older brother.
Is the
And
developmental.
You weren't
You're like, I
challenged.
just want to
No.
clarify it was not me.
It was that me, yes.
my older brother.
So anyway, so
Throw
Dash
him
and
under that bus. Just
Dash and
Not
Mark
me.
at the time are 2 years old at this time. But anyway, so they get put in there. We don't know why. There was only 13 kids in there. One of them ended up being valedictorian. And anyway, that's when we first met. And so then Cheryl started coming to a women's fitness program at our church. They ended up going to church. Chuck and Alice became friends. They would golf together. They do Bible study together and all. And so then Chuck has a dream, and he says, I think we're supposed to do something with our friendship. And
Your husband
Yes.
says we need to do something with
we
this
need to
friendship.
do something with our friendship. So then they got their ideas together and everything, and they started Solid Rock. And so it's been going since Mark 1995.
95 is when I
95.
started doing fundraisers and giving away money. More of a
Yes.
foundation is how they operated, and gave away over $1.3-ish million
Right.
to like-minded organizations that wanted to help teens at the time before we could build the teen center.
And they also built in Dilcon, Arizona, for the Navajo Indian tribe. They did build a teen center for them up there, and I think it's still going today.
Wow.
So I know that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it really
So
is.
what are all the activities that these kids can? What are all the things the kids can learn there? Be very specific.
Like I said, when we had the 4 major programs, if you go to music, we give free guitar lessons, drums, bass, vocals. We have songwriting classes. We have a recording studio.
Don't forget piano.
Piano. Oh, yeah.
Piano lessons.
One of our piano teachers, instructors are right next to me. So yes, piano.
Are you the piano teacher?
I'm
Yes.
one of the piano teachers. Yes.
Yes, but a recording studio, which Alice has actually used for one of his last albums or songs or something like
Alice
that.
Cooper recorded there?
Yeah, he's recorded there. But we
what-
record teens there. So you get to a caliber studio that Alice uses by choice. Like he just chooses to go there because he can go anywhere he wants. But he's been there. Bob Ezra.
Meaning it's state of the art,
quality,
meaning
yeah.
it's high quality.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yes, it's high quality.
I'm glad you uncovered
Quality.
that. That was a tough one to get to the bottom
And
of.
what's nice is the people that do volunteer there, like Summer. Have you recorded at the studio?
Just about to say, yes, indeed, I have.
Oh, are we going to hear the song?
So can we hear
I
something you
definitely
recorded
can't play
there?
that song acoustic, but I'm going to be putting it out at
But
some
can we
point
play
soon.
it on the radio? Like push
I mean-
play and play it?
Can,
I mean,
can we
I
hear a
could-
song that you recorded
I
there?
have it on my phone.
It's legit. It's I don't know what the teens say nowadays, but it's what's called a bop.
It's a bop. Yeah,
a
it's a
bop.
bop.
Oh,
for
no,
sure.
we
And
want to
that's-
hear it
and that's what
live. We want
set
to hear
out
something
do.
live. What can you play
It's
live?
a
Unless you
jam.
I can't play
bop.
this song live.
So next time we can.
That's why it's
We'll
a
get
bop.
another summer banger. It's okay. Don't worry.
So Summer, what
I
can we
know.
what can we go to right now to hear you
Oh,
sing?
let me grab my guitar.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go straight to your music. This is Proof in the Pudding winner, #1 champ. We love you, Summer Welsh.
This is me.
How do we
Hello.
find you on Instagram and Facebook? And how do we find your concerts? And I know you're playing at the Deuce on
Spotify.
Friday.
On Instagram, easiest way to find me, just look up Summer, but 3 M's, because, Instagram names are hard to come across these days. So it's Summer_Leigh, Leigh, but yeah, 3 M's. If you want to find me on Facebook, you can look up Summer Welsh. If you want to look me up on Spotify, I have a song out called All Your Crimes, which is what I'm going to play right now, actually. Just now decided that.
Let's
Do you
go,
like how I
baby.
did that? I had no idea what I was going to play until I said that. This is All Your Crimes, and it's spelled all Y-E-R, like how a pirate would say it. You at the stage, I make no sound. One word in this place comes down. Your silky hands conduct the show, where the price you pay is more than 2 times what you owe. And all your crimes, your sweet on sweet design that everybody tries to put on. And every scene you cause is so serene, and everybody prints on your soul. Not one for love, but breaking hearts. 10 million tears turned into straws. You said it once, it's time to go, that you're the master of the show. And truth be told, your libation's getting old. I'd rather drink the gold from the mine. And don't be sad, you make me really mad. I wanna scream and shout at the moon. Great, you're misunderstood. Are you gonna bring yourself down? I'll give you something good. And when your skin's all bronze, would you crawl your way through the streets of Hollywood? And oh, my heart must breathe and speak the arts of France, romantic, just because the songs, they make you feel like love, so grand to sing. And I myself think I know you pretty well. You're standing on this bright blue
awesome, Summer. Thank you. So now we're going to hear from Paul Kassir from RV and Go, who is a sponsor.
And he's going to come over and talk about his company. That Chet, are we going to go out on an RV and Go?
You know what?
RV?
I think we should.
And Mark, have you been on an RV? Like, do you like go out? And Lisa, do you guys ever go out and hang out?
I've been in an RV, and but not for a while.
Well, Paul basically invented Airbnb for RVs. It's an amazing business model, but they're actually less expensive than Airbnb because there's not all those annoying fees and stuff. So
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for a better introduction. So, world's coming back to normal, and we got to go to festivals, and we got to go camping, and we got to go hang out and all that. We got to go. We got to go to Woodstock or Coopstock, and we got to go to golf tournaments and softball tournaments. Can you imagine a better way of doing that than going in an RV and renting? And so the whole idea of RV and Go is like you don't have to buy the RV; you just rent it, and we got you all covered. We cover the insurance. You get roadside, just in case there's a breakdown, and just go have a great time, and we do have the lowest rates in the world because we don't charge any fees.
In the world. You have to hear that. In the world.
Yeah, we're crazy. I understand that. We're crazy because we don't actually charge any fees for people to do this because we just want people to go out RVing.
Why, Paul? Why do you charge? It's just free for everybody.
It is free. And then all you do is we cover it with the insurance. And our insurance is best in class and cheapest in class. And we make money off that. And we're happy to live off that.
So can you get RVs anywhere?
Yeah, all over the U.S.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, we're looking at Canada really soon.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Exciting.
you can get, we have thousands of RVs for rent all over the U.S. So we don't own the RVs. This is like Airbnb. So people who own RVs listed on our site, and they might have only one or two RVs, or they might have a fleet of 20, 30, and we have the largest fleets with thousands of RVs. And they're all on our site because it's free. So it's like if you're going to be on the internet, you might as well be on RV and Go.
Did you drive one here?
No.
Well, I want him to. He's going to Cooperstock with me. He's going to be my pal going with me.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Can we go in an RV?
Absolutely, with a hot tub. Yeah, we need a RV with the hot tub on the roof.
I love it.
And and everything else is a disclaimer.
So Paul is our premier sponsor for in the green room, and I think that if you want an RV, it's the number one choice because it's free for everyone to post and share their rental.
Yeah.
And then you just have to pay for the insurance, and it's the best one out there, right,
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah, because we don't have any fees for either the host to list their RV or transaction fees, or even for the guests. We obviously have the best prices, and nobody has to make up for anything by marking it up. And then we have industry best coverage, and it's really exciting. It's just skyrocketing, and we're becoming the de facto platform for renting RVs in the United States. We have the second and third largest fleets in the U.S., working on the largest, and we just have the best selection of real RVs for rent. Other people have, it's kind of crazy town, but we just want to make people happy RVing. We just took all the fees out of it, and one of my favorite sayings is there's two unstoppable forces in this universe: sugar and economics. So we made it sweet.
Third one is fun. Get out there and have fun. Go to a festival.
We made it sweet
Paul,
and affordable.
So somebody like Alice Cooper and Cheryl Cooper, they're like going to travel all over the world with Lisa and Mark, and they're going to be in their RVs. What do you call those, like rock star RVs?
You know what? It's really funny.
What do you call those nicer ones?
Like a tour bus?
Well, so they're technically called Class A's, which they look like a bus and all that. But we have a few people on our site. They actually provide catered or chartered Class A RVs. They're land yachts, and these are huge buses that you wouldn't want to watch. Maybe drive yourself. They will drive it, and they'll make food for you and curate and create the whole experience. It's a little bit more, but it's amazing experience. We've had so many positive experiences from that. So you can have like a total above the board rock star experience and not like a rock star. You don't actually have to drive the RV, just like in that Queen Bohemian Rhapsody when they're going through the RV and everybody's like sleeping in the back. That's exactly what you can do at RV and Go.
And you can get them for any amount of time. Like if you wanted to go for a month and see, the national, parks and all that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has usually, it's just like Airbnb. So everybody has a daily rate, a weekly rate, and a monthly rate, and then the prices go down. So they're quite affordable. And we actually saw that, with the pandemic, quite a few long-term rentals where people needed to quarantine or maybe go visit grandma or whatever. So they took a very long-term rental. So definitely that went up last year. That's still continuing this year. We're not through it all yet, but we're
So,
getting
Paul, we
there.
want to take your RVs to a music festival. I want to go to Burning Man. Can we do this? Is Burning Man available this year?
We don't know yet. It was canceled last year, first time ever.
I think it's happening this year.
It's going to happen, And
Good luck getting any passes.
Oh, no. RV and Go is going to be a big sponsor. He already promised me, and we're all going. Everybody within the green room is involved with his Burning Man experience.
I'm going, and then it just really depends if anybody's a good friend of me. And I don't.
So I'd be a good friend to Paul, basically, moral of the story.
Well, it's the first time in my life I've ever had friends, so it's kind of cool.
Love you, Paul.
Well,
so
I
thank
have
you
some-
so much, and thank you for sponsoring us. And we will have Summer back over here to sing another song. Thank you,
right.
Paul.
All right.
RV
Well, I have
Go.
some friends that are going to Nocturnal, and we're planning on renting RVs through RV and Go. So we're doing RV camping, and that festival's a go for sure. So.
Absolutely, and any festival, it's all coming back. So I just
Mark, do you have one last question for
there's
your rockstar
options.
friends?
So you are going to bring it to Coopstock?
Yeah.
I'll get. You're a Kiss fan, right? I'll get the
Absolutely.
replacement Star Child.
I'm like
Tommy Thayer is his name.
I'm older than you. Just in case you didn't know that.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know.
No giveaways.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit older than you.
So you would want him to come on the RV with
like,
you?
I'm like original Kiss group.
If you get that to happen, he will definitely sponsor him.
Okay, I say that, but I don't have the leverage, so sorry.
I mean, I thought Mark was a big
you know
deal,
what?
but
It's okay because I've got the leverage because I've got the RVs.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to let
right.
Summer back in here. She's way
Good
more
talking to you,
Paul
Paul.
Yeah,
Paul
thank you.
Kasser and RV and Go.
She's way more talented
I
than me,
said
so I'm going to
Secure.
defer.
Kasser.
So-
Yay, Summer.
I can't wait for Coopstock. I'm like just getting really excited over here.
I know. It should be awesome.
be a
Do you have
really
your
fun.
tickets?
I think Kinga said that I have one.
Oh, you
Of
better
course he
make
does,
sure.
because so we're sponsoring you guys. So of course we have a ticket.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
we
yeah,
do.
unless that was fake news, then I need to buy one. But either way, I'm
You're
going to be there.
talking a
I'm
big
gonna
game.
be
You
there,
better
okay?
be there. I'm going to come back on here if you don't actually show up.
Like,
And let everyone know that you talked a big game.
You can pull up
back
this
it up.
clip right now.
Yes.
What were you doing?
So Mark, tell us where you see the Mesa Teen Center going, because I know you're opening that teen center very soon.
Where I see it going.
Yes.
It's going right north of Main Street and Country Club, where it actually is right now.
Yeah, we're implying it's going to be
Does-
built into an RV and mobile
Yeah.
or something.
Yes.
Okay,
Where's
so
going?
does it have anything that the other teen center doesn't?
Yes.
Oh, what does it have?
Oh,
Well, it's got like an outside, which we don't have anything to hang out outside there. But it's got a lot of the same stuff: art studio, recording studio, practice room, band rooms. Doesn't have a big like venue that we do. We have an auditorium that we can seat about 400 or 500, which we've done for different things with Alice and stuff like that, and our Proof is in the Pudding competition. But it's gonna be awesome.
What events do you have for the kids at the teen center?
When we did events, we we would do different types of things. So we'd bring out any of Alice's buddies that wanted to come out. So we've had Rob Halford came right before we shut down for COVID.
remind us who all these people are. Like what
Judas
bands?
Priest, Breaking the Law. No, Breaking the Law.
Okay, just say the song.
And do you still do open mic night?
Yeah, we just did one last Tuesday.
Okay.
It was awesome. The first one in over a year. It was
And
great.
what happens there? Kids just come out and
Anything. Mostly musicians, but we had our first comedian, so a teen asked if he could do a little
yeah?
comic
Was
sketch.
it good?
Yes.
Excited.
I was so terrified because I was like, this could be awful. This could be terrible.
Okay, so I didn't
but
know
it wasn't.
that you also have comedians.
It wasn't. No, I mean, if teens
It
are
is
going to
an
be
art form,
comedians, they can
yeah.
do it.
But are you teaching comedy?
No.
You can't really teach
No,
that.
not at all. I could not teach
on the
that.
27th, we have a very famous comedian coming on here, and he's won 8 years in a row in Canada Comedian of the Year.
Wow.
So we can talk.
Nice. Wait. Can we know his name? What's his name?
Rick Bronson.
Oh.
Yeah, why do you have to be so mysterious about it? Like, there's a mystery, man.
We do have quite a few comedians that come to the golf tournament.
Yes.
Yeah, or
we
to
do.
pudding, and they are very funny. So
Yes. Yeah, years ago, my favorite, Sinbad. He was
Sinbad.
awesome.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
awesome.
So Rick Bronson has been on many movies. He's been on many shows.
Which
Comedy
movies?
Network.
I need movies.
Been on a
Tell me
movie?
what movies.
You have to Google it. I don't know. Well, if his Wikipedia is
need
very
the
long.
references. Come on.
It's very long,
Oh, okay.
but he's won many different awards. Someone's
He has a
talking in the studio.
He has a comedy club.
I hear
up
someone
in,
talking that needs to be quiet.
He has the comedy club that's up at Cityscape, though. It's like Rick
Oh, nice.
Bronson's comedy house.
It's called
So-
Arizona House of Comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. So give them the
Yeah.
shout out.
And
Go
I met
get some
him
laughs
through
in.
going to see John Cleese and got to meet John Cleese, and I got so excited to meet Rick Bronson because I realized he was actually super funny. Do you know who John Cleese
Yes,
is?
I know who John Cleese is.
No, you
He's got
don't.
one of the best voices. I actually just listened to a audiobook on Screwtape Letters, which was narrated by John Cleese.
Okay, so he was in Fish Called Wanda. He was in
He was in the, what's it called?
Harry Potter.
Chop His Arm.
Monty Python.
Monty Python. He's in that
James-
Jungle Book movie too.
James Bond. He was in so many things. And but then I told this kid, I go, I want to meet John Cleese. And he said, well, go through the owner. And I was like, and then I met the owner and I was like, he's so funny. He's funnier than
John Cleese coming here?
Yes.
He is?
Yes. Do you want to be on that show?
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
I'm going to be here with
Done.
John Cleese.
Done. So go back to this event. What can
Oh.
everybody do to help support these kids? Like,
Come.
Okay,
Go
so-
AliceCooperSolidRock.com, buy tickets. There's still tickets available. So come and support us in that way. And then there's various ways to do that while you're there too. If we're just speaking fiscally, there's going to be auction items, different things like
what?
that.
What are we going to auction?
No, I don't know. I can't tell what's going on. In the past, Tommy Thayer, he
Yes.
goes kind of nuts. He's like, hey, I'll give you 2 shows backstage. You get to hang out with the band. Like he'll do things on the spot, which are pretty
And
cool.
Oh my gosh, I'll sell my
and when
house.
I say
Are
band,
you
he's
kidding
talking
me?
about the band Kiss.
and
You
usually
didn't know
there's
that.
guitars and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
there's usually a couple of trips planned, and so it's
To be alone with the Kiss guy with the black wig and the white makeup.
Yeah, he's done that, and the chin. He's got a really
And the
nice
chin.
Yeah.
So Summer, can you give us what have you learned from this whole teen center? Like we see your talent, but like tell us all the lessons and how you have developed.
Well, what I've wanted to put in there is like with the events and things and different lessons that they have. There's also a lot of things going on just within the week. Like if you're just there on like any weekday or back in the day when this stuff still happened, but there would be all sorts of random little craft things that they were doing. They brought somebody in to teach you how to sculpt an ear out of clay. That's something I did at the Rock once. I sculpted an ear, and that's just something that happened. But they make smoothies for the kids, and they've got all sorts of fun little activities to do just every day, and it's a fun place to just have a community and hang out.
And Summer has done a lot of the difference making there as well. Some of her students that she's had, I remember, got to see Summer perform, and then she was just sitting there like, "That's my instructor."
That was the Rob Halford
she was
show.
so excited to,
That was when we
to
opened
see
for
her.
him.
So Summer is the one being there and actually doing a lot of it.
Actually,
Summer, how long have you been with this Alice Cooper's Teen Center?
I mean, I started there when I was about 14, but I didn't get involved right away because I was kind of I didn't really know the people, and it was very easy to get to know people, and that's something that's definitely encouraged. But I didn't really get involved until a couple years ago when I started actually hanging out and volunteering, teaching lessons, and doing recording and all sorts of stuff. So I'm there a lot now.
That's what's really great to see is, kids that have gone through the programs and stuff, and then they want to come back and they want to donate their time, you know, and they want to help other teens learn, you know, singing or whatever it is that they can teach them. So it's pretty great.
My biggest thing is trying to teach confidence in a kid, because that's just like the biggest thing. You can try to like sit and force technique into a kid's brain with singing, which, you know, maybe some kids will pick it up, but a lot won't. But the difference is building their confidence to feel comfortable singing. And that's
the most important thing said tonight. That's the most, Summer, I love what you said, because
it's
confidence
true.
Starts everything.
Yeah.
How do you teach that, Summer?
I mean, being encouraging and helping them in a way that makes them feel like they're being supported and feel like they have a friend. Because I'm young and I'm not much older than these kids are, like they feel like they can talk to me and have like an actual, you know, connection, and you can have that sort of connection with all sorts of people there. And it's just really a wonderful place to like develop your skills or find new ones, you know, find new interests. I've seen a lot of people go like, they've gone into like photography because they just decided they wanted to like take a class on that or like hang out and see what they could do. And it's, you know, really important for us to have that environment for kids to experience, you know, all of these different forms of art. And then not even just art, but, you know, like kids hanging out and like playing video games or like playing foosball, like just having some sort of community so you don't feel like you're alone, especially right now. That's something that a lot of people are going to need coming out of this.
I want to go to Chet, because I think Chet and Rachel, my kids, both have tons of confidence. And I think
what does that have to do with the teen center, though?
Well, because I think that you exude confidence, and what Summer's saying is the most important thing, is that when you can instill that in kids with all these different things.
It comes from being good at some things. So
no, but it's. I believe it's from having people around you, like what Summer's saying, that support you and love you and give you compliments and tell you you're doing a good job.
It definitely comes from both.
What do you think, Lisa?
Oh, yeah. I think one of the biggest fears I think that people have is doing things in front of others. And when you feel comfortable enough to sing or write a song, or, you know, you start playing chess together, and then you feel better. There's always a chessboard out there. They have all these different things that are going on that you can go and get involved in, or you can just hang out, or you can eat or whatever. And you have this community, and then you feel comfortable enough to start doing things. And then it's kind of a practice thing, you know, then, hey, I can sing, you know, and I can go do that, or I can play the guitar.
You know, I had a girl that I taught vocal lessons to for a little while, and she kept my phone number, and she calls me every now and again. And she called me the other night after I hadn't seen her for a long time because COVID, you know, and she let me know that she had been volunteering somewhere and they had a band, and she got up and she was playing with this live band, and she was explaining to me like how she felt, like how like excited she was about that experience. And I like immediately felt like I saw myself in her, because she's really young. She's like a super mature young girl, and she was telling me about this like, you know, super amazing experience that she had just playing with a live band for the first time. And it just like, it lit up my life. It made me so happy, because she's very like drawn to that sort of thing, and she's actually got the confidence to do it. And so like, I just want to be there to help direct her and be that person who supports her. Because I don't, you know, some of these kids, like, they don't have that. And like, you want to be there to help lift them up and guide them to being like the person that they want to be.
Not only are you a rock star, but you are there helping these kids at the Alice Cooper Solid Rock.
Them,
it's incredible. It's
Thank
incredible.
you.
Okay, but if there's anybody out there that's
feels
listening
good.
that is a total beginner and uninspired, they could also find a place at the
Absolutely.
Teen Rock Center, right?
You know, like
How do they find it?
And
Well, they take total beginners. So even if you
Right.
you don't have no musical talent or training, they can go there and pick something up.
But I remember Mark was
amazing.
teaching a 12-year-old boy who only had one arm the drums.
He's better than me.
He's
And
amazing.
I know.
He's
And-
really good.
yeah.
I've seen him.
Wow.
I mean, it's just incredible what, you know, kids start, you know, you start being with them and training them and teaching them, and then they just flourish.
So Mark, tell us a little bit about teaching somebody with one arm how to play the drums.
Well, I have to play with one arm, and that's hard. So So I'm learning all this stuff, and I'm the classic teacher answer, which is I'm learning more from the student than he is from me. But that actually
Cliche.
happens. Yeah, it
Cliche.
actually happens. And so I'm having to figure stuff out and play things differently. So I'm getting better as a drummer because I'm getting better with one arm. So, but he's awesome. He figures out, like, he's so innovative in what he does, and he's driven, and he performed at our open mic night last week, and he's only 12 or 13. So, if you couldn't, I don't know if you could guess the songs he played. We played 2 System of a Down songs.
Wow.
He played drums on, so it was pretty
That's
chop suey,
impressive.
Toxicity, cool drum songs, and he did them, and he rocked them. So it's an awesome experience to work with him, and it makes me better.
So, Mark Savall, I have a question about if somebody wants to get into drumming, do they just, and they don't have a drum teacher, do they contact the Alice Cooper
Yeah, you
Teen
can go to our
Center?
website, or just stop by the center, 32nd Street in Thunderbird, the only open one right now, but soon to be Mesa. And check it out. We've got a little form that you fill out, membership information form. Everything is free. The only requirement is your age between ages 12 and 20. So that is all you have to do is show up, and then we'll get you on the schedule. It takes a few weeks to get the scheduling down, because we do one-on-one lessons. We have classes and everything, but we believe, especially with like guitar, drums, bass, vocals, piano, like the best way you can learn is one-on-one teaching from an instructor. So we'll set that up with your schedule, and you'll have a weekly lesson with that instructor.
So how many lessons are you teaching a week?
Me personally, I'm trying to pull back. I only do like 10 to 12 a week right now, just because Mesa's coming and I'm going to be back and forth a bunch. So, but between all our instructors, I don't know, 60 less, 70 less, and different things are happening each week, all within all those different things.
That's
And that's only just instruments, because then there's the classes, studio songwriting, dance classes. There's probably even more dancers that go there for their classes, hip hop, jazz, ballet, all that different stuff. Cheryl Cooper comes when she can and when she's in town and does
We've
like a
been
master
dancing with
class.
Cheryl.
We have
She's a star. She's a star. So, Chet, you had a question. What was it? Because we only have a couple more minutes left.
It was actually Paul's question, but he was wondering, would you consider creativity a business skill? And I would already have my own input on that, which would be, of course it is. I mean, any artist that you see that sells out an arena, that's a
RV
pretty
guy.
Successful business plan, if you ask me. Selling.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of an obvious answer in my opinion, but let's see what Mark thinks.
Of course. I think creative, being innovative, doing something new, like creating something is what makes, and if we're talking about music, those artists get somewhere. They've done something new that no one's done before. So it's not just copying. I mean, you can draw influence from anyone, which most people have influences, but it's the ones that do something truly different and creative that are the ones that you see in the big arenas.
100%. Well, and furthermore, I'd say creativity is kind of a talent, and then you can potentially market the outcome of that talent. So I wouldn't necessarily say creativity alone is a business skill, so it's kind of more complex than that. But 100%, if you're creative and passionate and determined, you can find a way to make money with that passion, especially now with the internet and everybody has the ability to market themselves. So
Definitely.
that's one
I
more reason.
love it. So thank you so much, Lisa Savell
Thanks
and
for
her
having
son, Mark Savell.
That's my mom.
I know. And we so appreciate you guys. We'd love to have you back on. And Summer, not Leigh, Summer Welsh.
Every time.
Wait, is it Summer Leigh Welsh?
It's Leigh Welsh.
Summer Leigh Welsh. Okay. So we want to close out to a song, but we want to
The
say
Dory memory.
So everyone go get your tickets.
Yes. Go to the website, AliceCooperSolidRock.com, I think.
That's where they're selling
Yes.
the Coop
Okay.
stock tickets.
Yes.
And we're
All
saving
right,
the plan
awesome.
one show at a time. Let's.
See you at Coop stock.
See you at Coop Stop.
Thank you. See you, Mark. What's your last closing?
Oh, I thought you were going to say my last name.
What do you want people to
She
know?
said it
I was,
5 times
I'll
already,
be
so.
back. Me and John Cleese are coming back.
Yes.
So be ready for that. Kinga said it's happening. So.
Saving the planet.
One show at a time.
Summer.
Thank you for listening to In the Green Room. Join us here live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. or anytime on demand 24/7 on StarWorldWideNetworks.com.